Time for your Payson High School Longhorn Sports Report with the latest information on all Longhorn sports. Brought to you by KRIM 96.3 FM, Tono TV, and by Rory Huff of ERA Young Realty. Rory and the whole team at ERA Young Realty support our local Longhorn teams. In your Wednesday Longhorn Sports Report, yesterday was a day to try to balance the score with the Winslow Bulldogs. Both the Payson boys and girls varsity teams were defeated in tough close games over the weekend up in Winslow. And it does indeed look like being on the home turf with family and friends cheering them on, well, it did have a positive impact on our Longhorns. Now, however, perhaps a bit more for our girls teams than for our boys. Both the JV and varsity boys teams, they fought hard, but once again came up on the losing end of things. Our JV boys team was soundly defeated with a final score in that matchup of 3-13. The boys varsity team's game, that was a bit closer, but still showed domination by a pretty tough team from Winslow. The final score in that matchup was a dismal 4-9, with Winslow coming out on top. Now, our Lady Longhorns, however, they came determined last evening. While it was by no means a cakewalk, both our JV and varsity girls teams did a great job against some pretty tough opponents. The girls JV squeaked out a close one. The final score in that matchup was just 11-10, so really close. Now, our varsity Lady Longhorns, who were not at all that accustomed to losing a game, seemed pretty determined to avenge the loss that they experienced a few days ago up in Winslow. And the crowd showed up to cheer them on as well. Now, this was by no means an easy cakewalk of a battle. By the time the game was half over, the score was still just tied at 1 each. But then, our Lady Longhorns, well, they really turned up the heat. A combination of great defense in the field and amazing offense at the plate, well, it really paid dividends for the Lady Longhorns. By the time the 6th inning rolled around, Payson was up 5-2, and they continued to play pretty darn tough. And when the dust settled, well, 5-2 would end up being the final score of that game, with the Lady Longhorns coming out on top, chalking up yet another win and a much-needed payback for the loss that, again, they experienced up in Winslow last weekend. Well, next up for the Horns, there's actually no rest for them at all. They'll play host to the Alchesay Falcons this evening here at home in Payson. Now, both varsity games get underway right at 6 p.m. tonight here in Payson. Then our teams will head down to Tucson to do battle once again with the Falcons on their home turf this coming Friday. Falcons have been having kind of a tough year so far, so hopefully this will be a good one for the Horns. And anyway, they'll be coming back also to play host to the Snowflake Lobos this coming Tuesday here in Payson as well. And that's your Wednesday Longhorn Sports Report. For KRIM Radio News and Tono TV, I'm Randy Roberson. Thanks for supporting Longhorn Sports. Rory Huff, associate broker with ERA Young Realty and Investment, has a proven history of successful real estate services right here in Rim Country. Rory has been a multi-million-dollar real estate producer here for the past 20 years. Rory is a past Payson School Board member and is a member of the Payson Parks and Recreation Board. When you need a realtor with a proven track record of positive results who is well networked locally in Rim Country and around Arizona, you need Rory Huff with ERA Young Realty and Investment. You can reach him today at 928-595-0136, or to learn more, visit PaysonBestProperties.com.